Hey, how's it? This the foundation coming at you with one better video. Last night, yeah, I said I had beer, but I had a couple cups of vodka, 808 vodka with some little bit of Sierra Mist in there. Because I wanted to get the quick buzz because I was going to head out that night. But anyway, yeah, the thing again, my theme was, we executed, and that's how we won the game. We had better execution on both sides of the ball. Not one drop pass. That was always a good thing. And then defensively, we made stops at key times, and then most importantly, we got touchdowns when we got into the red zone. So that was the biggest thing for me, is that we scored touchdowns. We didn't score field goals, and we didn't give up. We didn't give up too much touchdowns. So, but it was overall a fun game. But again, like how I said, we had plays in the game. The Dez Bryant play. Where he caught that third down pass, putting us in around the 5-yard line like that. That was huge. And then right before the half, talking about defensively, Malik Collins, man, that was a huge thing where he was rushing the passer, and then he came back and the guy came up and he tackled, and he tacked him right before the first down. So that also put the Redskins in a bind right there. They had to call a timeout, and on top of that, that was a 4th down, so with only 31 seconds. So that forced the hand of this going, okay, do we go for it or do we just kick the field goal? Gotta get some points. So that was a big play by Malik Collins. And then in the second half, I'll talk about that. Dak, what can you say, man? That guy played solid. Make key throws, and leading this team again. Like regardless of how he led them, he did his job, and and the players made plays for him. I like the way the coaches had utilized that bootleg a lot. Zeke selling the play, and then that's how some of the biggest plays came out of that bootleg stuff. So beautiful game. That's all I can say. Yeah, and then in the second half, we was kind of reeling a little bit. That big play that kid had catch, and then but Byron Jones, regardless, it was a bad play that turned into a meaningful play, because Byron Jones, caught up to him. He didn't give up the play. He didn't give up on the play, and he went after it, and and that's what, rather than being a touchdown, we actually stopped them. So that was a huge play on Byron Jones' part. Also the Barry Church interception. I mean, talk about a dagger. That is like, that's double whammy. That you don't get no points. On top of that, you turn over the ball. That muscle, that was a huge play. Then also the Cole Beasley third down. Again, the execution, 3rd and 11. They got the first down. That was huge. That was huge in the game. And then Durant getting that not Durant, but Sean Lee and Durant getting that huge 3rd down play. We could have reviewed it. We could have reviewed it, because that ball looked like it was kind of wiggling a little bit, but Garrett chose not to. And what a huge play by Durant, getting a little bit separation on the guy, and then Sean Lee just flying into that ball. That was awesome. And then Durant, if Kirk Cousins would have thrown a better ball, you know, Durant probably could have gotten an interception for maybe even on pick 6. But you know, overall, you know, that was a key stop right there. And a little bit side note, Zeke, you know, much better game, you know, but as far as yards, but you know, he fumbled the ball twice, he lost one. You know, I got to get better at that. And the thing I like is that he got his humble pie. You know, it looked like he got some of his humble pie. But I like the way he handled himself in the interview. He was just basically thanking the defense for bailing him out. You know, and then he tells, I cannot put my, and then on top of that, he said, I can't put myself in, I can't put my teammates in that kind of situation. So big props to him. You know, he could have said that, he could have said something else. I mean, he probably was politically correct in how he was saying them, but, and if he was saying, what do you expect him to say? But at the same time too, to call himself out like, no, I gotta get better. And telling himself that he almost cost, he knew that what the price could have been, that he could have cost the team the game. But yeah, so gotta love that. Anyway, we got the Eagles and the Bears tonight. Go watch this game, because I don't really know too much about the Bears defensively. I know their offense, with White, and Alshon Jeffrey and Langford, so I like to see how, but then I'd like to see how defensively how we can play against this team. Another, talk about rookies, Wentz is another opportunity for him to, test himself, how much he can handle the big spotlight and stuff like that, with this team. Anyway, love that we won the game, back in the thick of things, division win, so that's always a good thing. All right, mahalo for watching. Paniolo boys, go Cowboys.